Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz, 19th episode of the show where I slowly break down my entire life as I wither away during coronavirus pandemic. Things are closing down again. I've been saying that, I think, for a while, but I think like actually locking down again, like it was when this show started. But I don't know. They don't want to give anybody any money, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I know that the $600, the extra $600 is stopping this month. Which has been a great help. But, yeah, and a lot of people's unemployment is going to be running out pretty soon. No word on extending any of that stuff for people. I'm hopeful that they will, that they realize that having the mass unemployment that we're having combined with the pandemic, it's just going to be chaos. It's going to be crazy. So hopefully cooler heads prevail and they lock everything down, pay everybody money, no more bailing out these billionaires and businesses that don't do anything for anybody. Give people money. Let's get some basic income to every person so they don't have to be stressed out about having to go to work. But I don't know what they'll do. I'm not as worried as a lot of people are. I'm not in a situation as a lot of people are. So I don't know. I'm sure it's getting crazier and scarier as we approach the end of the financial aid that's been given to only some people. Not everybody has been able to get unemployment. Not everybody has been able to. I mean, it's hard to find jobs. So it's really kind of a shitty situation all around. But I'm still going to do this podcast. I've been doing it. I mean, I started podcasting back in 2009. Well, I guess 2008, 2007 was my first podcast. But then seriously around 2009. And then this podcast, I've produced many podcasts over the years. But this particular one I started a little over 2 years ago. And I have no desire to stop doing this daily show known as The Ray Taylor Show. I enjoy doing it. When the times I've taken breaks between podcasts, it's just I feel compelled to do a podcast, and this is a format that has really fit really well, and I've really enjoyed it. So, and it's forced me to learn new ways to produce stuff because I'm producing this show in a completely different way than I was producing other shows, using different equipment, different post-production routines, just all kinds of different stuff. But I like it, and it's one of the kind of parts of the week that I look forward to recording. Every Sunday I record the show, produce the show, and it's just one of those staples in my week that I look forward to. And then Monday, the day after, I look forward to Kill Tony. Mondays have become my day to just kind of get all of my real life stuff done, like chores and dishes, laundry, errands, all that kind of stuff. It's like my Monday day, getting all the stuff and then planning my week. So I've kind of enjoyed Mondays, and it's like coming off of getting a lot done on Sunday with producing the show and everything. It's a lot of work, but it feels good. I enjoy working. Would like to get paid for this work that I do, but I enjoy doing it regardless. So hopefully when the money comes in, it will be just that much better. Also, of course, I'm doing the paintings, many faces. I have over 1,200 so far. Started that probably 5 years ago as I was moving to Denver. But then started doing consistently maybe 3 years. I've been doing it consistently, putting them out daily. Um, and that I love doing that too. I could do that forever. And it's grown. I love seeing the evolution of my work. Doing the faces, putting those out daily. Not only just the evolution of the faces themselves, but also the production evolution. Uh, I really enjoy the new look of the making of videos that I do, and I like the way it looks on all of the social media that it gets posted to. So it's been fun to see the evolution of my podcasts and my art kind of evolve over these past few years. And of course, Photoshop has always been a part of my life. Starting off, airbrushing out the fishnet stockings on my mom's Victoria's Secret catalog to kind of make my DIY porn. Back before I had internet, back before you could find porn in the woods, but not very reliable. Not very reliable. So sometimes you got to make your own. Because of those lessons I learned, I've stuck with Photoshop, and I enjoy doing it. I haven't been doing the podcast that I was doing Photoshops for. One of them stopped for a while. Recently came back, so I'm glad the This Is Important to Me podcast is back. I love movie podcasts, and they do a really good movie podcast, regardless of if they stick to the premise of the show or not. I love them discussing movies. But I've also been starting to read. I haven't last time I was really into reading, I was a projectionist at a movie theater, and I read all of the Chuck Palahniuk books. Among other books, there was other books I was into, but I was really got into Chuck Palahniuk. So I loaded up Survivor from Chuck Palahniuk on my Kindle and started to read that, which just to kind of fill my week with something other than just staring at a TV all the time. Kind of force my brain to work in a different way. So I'm enjoying it. And Survivor is a book that I remember loving. So going back to revisit these books that I haven't read since, it's been almost 20 years. And I just don't know what to read. Wanting to read is one thing, but knowing what book to start with, it's hard because for me, like the book has to really grab me right away for me to get into it. So going back to revisit these Chuck Palahniuk books is gonna be fun, and then catch up on his new stuff too. And then also I got a letter from DraftKings saying that I had some money in an account. I used to play DraftKings for UFC back in Denver, and I still had some money in the account, so I've been doing that, which makes the watching of these fights a little bit more fun because I have some money on it. Didn't win any money this past week, but I still have a bunch of money in that account, so not a bunch, but enough to where I can throw a bet once a week for the next few months here. So it should be fun. Maybe I'll win some money doing that. Just trying to fill my week, understand how I can fill my week with positive things that don't make me feel like I'm wasting my time. Because doing this podcast, I prep for it on Saturdays, which really helps out so I can just focus on recording on Sundays and editing and just doing all the other stuff. So the show takes 2 days kind of out of my week. Saturdays, I usually watch the fights too. So it's, my Saturdays and Sundays are pretty full. Monday's kind of a relaxed day, just kind of planning the week, getting everything started. Tuesday, Wednesday are kind of like off days. Usually I'll be painting or, maybe working on other projects. And then Thursday, Friday kind of start to ramp up as I get closer to recording, making sure, I have all of my episodes. I have topics for all of my episodes, and I've watched whatever movies or TV shows I need to watch. So it's kind of weird just trying to understand my life now that I'm not working. I'm not driving for Uber and Lyft 4 days a week. So it's trying to fill that time with with other productive things is kind of a challenge, but it helps. It helps with the anxiety and depression to find ways to stay busy and not think about how much of a Groundhog Day reality that I'm living in. But that's it for this episode of Rona Dayz. Hope everybody is safe. Hope everybody's healthy. Make sure you wear your masks and stay inside as much as possible. Don't pretend that this thing isn't still a reality, because I'd like to stop doing these episodes. I'd like to stop doing Rona Dayz at some point. But we're going to be at week 20 next week, and it is no bueno. No bueno. Almost 6 months. Almost 6 months. This is crazy. Make sure you support our sponsor, stationhousecoffee.com, and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram, and order yourself some small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, shipped directly to you. Help support small business and get yourself some amazing coffee. At the same time, go over to stationhousecoffee.com and order your coffee today. Also, if you're looking for new cell phone service, you're not looking to spend an arm and a leg, go over to inspireddisorder.com/ting and get yourself some new cell phone service and $25 in credit when you go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/ting. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!